Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Esty and this channel is all about pre-nursing and nursing and lifestyle content as a wife and mom to 3. So if you are interested in that type of content, definitely go ahead and subscribe to this channel below. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tips on how to stay on top of online classes. So I know for a lot of people, online classes have kind of become the thing, especially in this past year with COVID and with quarantine. This past summer, I also took 2 online courses for the first time, and they were both fast track courses, so it was pretty intense, but there were some things that I learned along the way that really helped me to stay on top of those classes and to get a good grade. I am using those same tips again this semester because again I'm taking an online class and then a hybrid class where I'm partially online and then partially in person. So these have really helped me a lot and I hope that they're helpful for you as well. Let's dive right into these 5 tips, and just so you guys know, if you stick through this video all the way to the end, I am going to be showing you my digital system for organizing classes, and this same system would also work if you are choosing to do a physical or paper route of organizing your classes as well. Tip number 1 is to treat your online class like a real class. It can be easy with an online class to kind of fall behind or to not give it quite as much time as you would if you were in person for a class, but it's important to remember that these online classes are real classes. They take just as much work as a normal class and maybe even a little bit more work just because you have to keep yourself motivated and on task. So just remember that this really is like a real class. There are a couple tips that I have just to help yourself treat this like a real class. First of all, to block off any class time. So some online classes already have your class time scheduled in. It has a specific time that you have to sign in and listen to lectures. So if that's the case, definitely block off those times and make sure you have those times in your schedule. And if you don't have specific lecture times, but you're able to do your lectures at any time, you can just sign in whenever. You could do it in the middle of the night, or you could do it, first thing in the morning. Also make sure that you still block time to complete those lectures and to complete your class time. That time might be first thing in the morning. Maybe it's going to be at night when you get home from work. So just make sure you block off that time throughout the weeks, that you make sure that you have it scheduled in. The second tip is to block off your study time. So for me, what works is I block off time in the afternoon when my kids are napping, and then time in the evening after my kids have gone to bed. And those are really my big times where I just focus in and I study. So blocking off class time and then blocking off study time can really help to treat your online classes like it's a real class. The second tip I have is to save all of your login information in a place that is safe and easily accessible. So obviously with online classes, you are going to have some type of platform that you sign into and where you can access all of your class information, and then also where you can upload your assignments. So this for your school might be Moodle or something like that. Just make sure that you have all of your sign-in information and your passwords, all of that stuff saved before you even start classes. That way it's all organized and ready to go, and you don't have to be scrambling at the last minute trying to figure out how to sign in and how to access your classes. My third tip is to choose how you're going to organize all of your class material before the semester even starts. This could be a physical system, so like files or folders or notebooks, or this could be a digital system where you have on your computer or on your iPad where you have files and folders saved where you're going to store all of your class information. My fourth tip is to create files for each individual class that you're taking. If you're doing a physical system, maybe you'll want to have a file folder for this. And if you're doing a digital system, you'll just want to create folders that are specific to each class that you're taking. Now, for this fifth tip, I'm going to be showing you how I am digitally organizing my classes, and I have really been enjoying it. It's very simple and easy to use, but this also can be adjusted to however you like to organize. So you could use this same system in a physical format, or you could kind of adjust it to however works for you. This fifth tip is that in each class folder that you've made, you'll want to create several folders or subcategories where you can keep all of the class information organized and all of your assignments organized. So I am going to show you what I've been doing. I have been using the app called OneNote, and it's put out by Microsoft. It is an amazing app. If you guys are interested in me showing you a little bit more of how to use OneNote, please leave a comment below letting me know if you'd like me to make a video on that. So the great thing about OneNote is that it can be used on your desktop or it can be used on your iPad. And if you're on your desktop, you can just type things in, you can drag in images, you can drag in PDFs, you can type on top of them or write on top of them. If you're using it on your iPad, you can use your Apple Pencil to write notes, and you can, again, drag in images or PDFs, and then you can just write with your Apple Pencil on top of it. All right, so the way OneNote is organized is that it has notebooks that you can create. So I've created notebooks for different things, but the one we're gonna look at right now is for my pre-nursing classes. So when I click on that notebook, it opens up below all these different sections. And so I've created sections for each one of my classes that I am taking. So this semester, the courses that I have are Nurse Aid 1 right here, and then I have Anatomy and Physiology lecture, and then Anatomy and Physiology lab. So first of all, I create a page in OneNote. So this is like a sub file for the syllabus. And so I open up my syllabus, I copy and paste anything that I want to have easily accessible, any information that's important. So like having to do with grading and assignments, I put all of that in here. Then at the end, I have put the course syllabus so that that also is easily accessible and so that I can get to that quickly whenever I need to. So once I've created that file for the syllabus, then I create another page for the calendar and course assignments. So I go onto Google and I find a calendar that I like, an image, I save it, and then I put those into my OneNote page. So then what's kind of cool is that I can write on top of it. I just used my iPad, I highlighted the units so that I can see those easily. I marked with a red dot dates when assignments are due, and then over here I just wrote with my Apple Pencil those dates in and exactly what assignments are due on those dates. And then I've also put in when the exams are coming up so that I have everything right there. Then I create other folders for any lecture notes and any assignments. You can see down here these lower ones, external brain. This is one of my assignments that I had to do. For each assignment, I create a different folder so that I can keep those organized. But I'm just gonna go back here real quick and show you my lecture notes real quick. Cool part about OneNote, one of the things I love is that it has endless pages. So you can literally continue writing all the way over here to the right. You could just keep on going and going, or you can keep on going down, down, down as long as you want to. And so you can keep all of the notes that you want together. So this page that I've created is for my Unit 1 notes, and once I get to Unit 2, I'll create a whole other page for Unit 2. But this way it's gonna be easier to come back and study everything all together. And OneNote has other cool features, like you can select the type of paper that you want to use, like graph paper or line paper. You can change the size of the paper lines. There's all types of cool things where you can drag in images like this, where I wanted to have something to visualize the pH scale, and so I brought in an image that I found online. So many cool things. But if you guys are interested, I can make a video later on specifically how I use OneNote and all the cool features that it has. All right, so after I've created all those files, the syllabus, the calendar and assignments, and then any folders for lecture notes and homework assignments, then I have all my files organized. With this, I just make sure that everything that's in my syllabus is written down and put into my calendar. You could obviously do this in many different ways. You could do this with a physical planner. You could just have a calendar where you have everything written in, but just whatever way works for you. I've found that it's very helpful to stay on top of online courses by making sure that everything in the syllabus is written out so that it's easy to see, and so that I can each day just quickly look and see what's coming up and what I have to stay on top of. I hope that these 5 tips were helpful for you. If you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead and like, and you can subscribe to this channel below, and also hit the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I post new videos, which is weekly here on this channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.